Curry. Så fandme ikke lige, hvad der skete der lige før. Jeg skal bare spille noget My Career. Jeg skal bare spille My Career her. Men jeg tror faktisk ikke, der er nogen, der spiller her. Og du bare ser på. Kom med with the ball. Jeg kan se. Okay, tak. Kom nu. Okay, du var faktisk tæt på at lave kummen. Kom nu. Nå. Og jeg skal spille med Suns. Jeg har lige fået nye boots.
Last game at home for a while. With the road trip looming, we can't look past the task at hand tonight. We got to go out there and get the fans behind us early on.
Ja, det er min. Altså, man kunne ikke sådan lave startnavn og sådan noget. Man bliver nødt til at vælge et bestemt navn.
So I better put my money where my mouth is and go out there and ball.
Phoenix. Nå, det er Phoenix Suns. Altså, normalt er jeg ikke så meget inde her. På grund af, normalt er jeg ikke så meget inde, på grund af, at LeBron James og alle dem der, de store stjerner er inde. Så,
here at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavs, live on 2K Sports. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. You look at Phoenix. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
Well, the streak is still going, but right now they're facing a team that's going to make it tough for that streak to continue.
Og så kommer der sådan noget Brandon Knight, så kan man se hans styrke og hans dårlige ting og sådan noget. Han er dårlig til... Okay.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I caught up with Coach Jeff Hornacek. There are a lot of big names to deal with in this one, but perhaps none bigger than LeBron James. He told me planning for LeBron is a headache because he can do so much on the floor, saying there isn't a hole in his game. The only real way to slow him down is to get him working against himself. Physically, there is no answer for LeBron.
And thank you for that, Doris. The Cavaliers have started out 0-1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Williams is checked in. It's Knight with the drive. Booker with it. Williams picks him up. A nice shot by Booker. Cleveland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Alfred Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark's 6th man of the year consideration votes.
And
der er forskellige måder at skyde på. Der er sådan, hvor du holder R3, skubbe den til højre flår.
There's a screen. Glenn, a screen. Pass to Warren. 5 to shoot.
Så står der sådan nede i venstre, og lidt sekund bliver tilbage.
Verejao grabs the board. Cleveland leading by 4. Williams kicks to Freak. Lets it fly from 18. And no good. Trying to use the glass. The Suns have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Knight with it. He's picked up by James. It's Knight with the drive. And so he ends up to the line. Officials on the contact.
Hvis personen scorer på det tidspunkt, lige kaster bolden, så betyder det, at han stadig får point, og så får han også straffekast.
He has the length and quickness to guard ones and twos, and his skill set allows him to generate offense both in transition as well as the half court.
First free throw is good. Greg was talking about Brandon Knight. He'd really improved his shooting percentages before the midseason trade last year, and that was one of the bigger weaknesses earlier in his career.
Yeah, not only was his shot going down more, it looked better. It was better mechanically, but now to take the next step, he has to cut down the turnover.
Outside Shumpert. Shumpert off the pick from Winston. Thompson sets the pick for Shumpert. Pass to Winston. That one off the back iron and out. So for Phoenix, their last game, a win against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumping.
A shot by Knight, no good.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Freak passes to Verejao, and there's the feed to Williams. He kicks it to Freak. Shot from 12. Knight grabs the board.
Så det er så lidt tid, der er tilbage af quarteren. Det er første quarter.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers lead by 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Transitioning from college to the pros can be a challenge for many players. Here's what Freak had to say about adjusting his game to the NBA.
The biggest difference is endurance, both mentally and physically.
First quarter.
The college season is what, 30, 40 games max? That's not even halfway through an NBA season. Plus, you're playing against the best talent every night. I'm just trying to put in work, get in the gym, study film, and prepare myself for each and every game.
Good points, Clark. What role do coaches play in helping young players like that adjust to the long NBA schedule?
Well, you know, Kevin, they're going to give their teams the best chance to win, no matter what the circumstance.
Altså, jeg gør bare sådan, så jeg kommer ind med det samme.
Here for Phoenix. Lenz checked in for Morris. T.J. Warren comes in for P.J. Tucker. Booker, he's checked in for Sonny Weems. And it's Brandon Knight in for Eric Bledsoe. Setting the floor for the Suns, we've got Chandler. Brandon Knight is out there with Booker. Then there's Len, and it's Warren in at the 3 spot. Here's LeBron. The score now all
Vi får pointet, og så får vi også straffekast.
Is Jeff Hornacek, probably one of the tougher coaches in the league. He'll bend your ear if you make mental errors.
Anderson Verejau's checked in for Cleveland. Williams comes in for Kyrie Irving. And Phoenix also making a switch. Lewis checked in. Here's Len. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Verejao. And for Coach Hornacek, Greg, you learned from one of the toughest coaches as a player. You know, several trips to the finals. And you know this guy well, Clark. Jerry Sloan was the guy that molded Jeff Hornacek.
One of the outstanding coaches in the history of the NBA, Jerry Sloan. Although Hornacek saw all that success in Utah, this is a homecoming job for him because he started his career in Phoenix.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Timberwolves seemed to be struggling. He ended with 7 points and a lot of his contribution coming from the charity stripe as he was drawing fouls. He had just a really rough shooting night, and the rim seemed to have a lid on it for him. We'll see if the lid's been lifted here, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. What do you think held him back?
You know, he certainly didn't seem to have the same level of energy that we're accustomed to seeing. I mean, he just looked a bit fatigued out there.
Yep, mentally and physically. I mean, it wasn't just he was a step slow. He also seemed to get down on himself and lose his energy and enthusiasm and confidence. And he needs to find the spark here tonight.
Kicks to Warren. Knight wide open. It's good from long range. Knight's got the lead up to 2 now for Phoenix. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
And a wide open look for Freak. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Knight with it. Williams picks him up. Here's Booker. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Knight's got 3 assists in the game.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start. Finding a rhythm.
I
love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Knight's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, I tell you what, it's easy to get spoiled watching this fella. I mean, he just makes it look so simple.
Picked by Varejao. Here's Winston. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
And that is good. 27 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Knight kicks to Booker. Back to Knight. High arcing shot. Cavaliers with the rebound. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Suns ahead. They're up by 4.
Gentlemen, I'm over here with Tristan Thompson, and after that first half, Tristan, what's the plan going to be for this second half?
Well, it's simple. It's going to be a dogfight. You know, they got big guys.
Og så kommer man ud i omklædningsrummet her til anden kvartal her. Men det er sådan, hvor træneren han siger, hvad man skal gøre bedre, og hvad de har gjort godt. Og sådan noget. Så altså, jeg vælger bare at springe det over, fordi at jeg kører lidt mit eget show.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Eric Bledsoe really making a difference here.
Yeah, you just love it when the decision.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Freak checked in for J.R. Smith. And Mo Williams subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Phoenix also making some changes. Lenz checked in for Chandler. Lure comes in for Markieff Morris. And it's Booker in for Eric Bledsoe. The forwards are LeBron and Thompson. Freak is out there with Williams. And it's Varejao in at the center position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Knight against Williams. Knight kicks to Lure. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Knight's got 5 assists tonight.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
The screen from Thompson. Here's Winston. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
It's his first trip to the line. Markieff Morris is checked in for Lure. That one is no good. Suns trail by 16. Fast break, here come the Suns. No good from Booker.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
The screen from Thompson. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Bliver udskiftet. Okay.
He's checked in for Phoenix. Bledsoe comes in for Booker. Cleveland leading by 22. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Bledsoe and Knight of the backcourt. Len out there with Chandler, and it's Tucker in at the 3 spot. Pick by Varejao. Clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And that one's good. And 12 points for Mo Williams.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And that'll finish the season series between these two. It's clear who had the better game plan and better execution. And that's why they'll be finishing up the year 2-0 against the Suns.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for James. Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Varejao with a screen on Bledsoe. To the paint. It counts.
Yes.
And the foul. Len, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Some changes for Phoenix. Lure's checked in for Len. TJ Warren comes in for PJ Tucker. And
good.
Sonny Weems subbed in for Brandon Knight.
Moscow guys was specifically
Men nu hvor man tænker over det, så er det bare sådan.
Dave Blatt. Remember, Moscow
was a favorite of his from when Blatt coached
the Russian national team.
No good from Bledsoe.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Freak kicks to Williams.
Oh, here, man.
Feeds to Freak. Pull from the top of the key. The shot is off. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here.
Fjerde kvartal er slut. De har lavet 5 point i kampen.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win.
Thank you.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of LeBron James. The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket after another.
He had a
and that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
Det er bare sådan, det foregår på efter hver kamp, så er det bare sådan, der hele tiden. Og det er kun kampe. Det er aldrig træning i hvert fald. Det er kampe. Det er kamp på kamp. Er der kamp inde i ned?
As I was saying, got a real big problem, all this kitty stuff. You evil twins, CC and Dom got you doing Vet, what was that word he was using?
Rebrand?
No. Recalibrate. All this stuff they got you doing to recalibrate your images cost you in the hood, fam. Yo. The streets is watching. and they're not convinced.
Vic, how many times do I have to tell you? The streets ain't always right.
Nah. It's always good in the hood. Let's not forget, I am a student of human nature, all right? Take your man here. He's playing this here video game is to not address the reason why his brand Jordan sneakers are sitting on store shelves collecting dust.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Okay, what are your suggestions, Victor?
He wants you to rob a bodega. I'm sorry.
Look, man, I'm not talking about some focus group, all right? I'm talking about the hood. They don't trust you no more. They see you coming to the arenas wearing them tight pants y'all ballers be wearing. Your high water ankles be showing. Your pants is just so tight, man. Your ankles be choking. Air it out some. People don't see themselves in you anymore. Look at me. People don't recognize themselves in who you are. Okay, you want to recalibrate? Fine, B, go ahead. Recalibrate back to Harlem. Remind these fools where you from. Represent, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's that Jesus piece you used to rock? Now that Shuttlesworth.
With them fake chains we used to wear.
Yo,
Jeg kan se det der, fordi det giver ikke nogen pointe. Give him it 100.
You just hang around. That you're a leech. Why is that the word?
Because people just don't know,
They be hating.
Hvorfor skal der komme 2 cutscenes lige efter hinanden? Det er røvirriterende. Oh my god. Ja. Fandme da kedeligt. Endelig er Barnes. Nu skal jeg spille mod Clippers. Clippers.
We got Blake Griffin and the Clips on deck tonight. Going up against him, you almost just hope you don't end up on a poster. But I've never been one to just get out the way. I'm ready to step up, no matter the consequences. Gotta earn my stripes sometime, you know? Here we go.
Oh my god. Jeg tror jeg kan spille så meget. Det skal også have noget Froggy News. Jeg kunne overveje at lave en aftenstream også. Jeg ved ikke, om jeg skal gøre det. Det tænker jeg. Er det rivalkamp eller et eller andet siden, der er så meget hype? We are so hyped. It is. Jeg har aldrig set det her før. Det ser meget fedt ud.
And now introducing your Los Angeles Clippers.
Når det er LA. Det skulle da også god mening. Det er bare råd til alt.
At forward, 6'7" from Kansas, number 34. Starting at small forward. Hello and thanks for joining us, 2K Sports fans, for another exciting presentation of NBA basketball. On with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter Doris Burke. This is Kevin Hart.
Okay.
Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against New York.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Freak is out there with Irving, and it's Thompson in at the pivot, manning the middle.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Irving dishes to Freak. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact in. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Lance Stephenson's checked in for Blake Griffin. Then for the Cavaliers, Anderson Varejau's checked in for Love. Iman Shumpert has come in for LeBron. And Mo Williams subbed in for Irving. The drive by Paul. Free throw line jump shot. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir.
And for the Clippers and flopping, part of it might just be reputation. Whenever anyone hits the deck on their team, fans might be quick to kind of condemn that as a flop.
And Shumpert kicks to Freak, and it's blocked by Jordan. The dish to Redick. The pass to Paul. It's Redick on the wing, covered by Winston. Knocked away and stolen by Freak. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Freak's got 6.
You know, the Clippers were the darlings of the NBA as they improved and made strides, but I think the flopping has kind of diminished that now, that love affair. Being labeled a group of floppers can certainly stifle your popularity.
The shot's good from Smith.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Williams attacking. Pass to Varejao. And Jordan sends it back.
That's a...
Here's Redick. A 14-point game for him in the win against New York. For Los Angeles, they have gone 1 for 1, making the previous attempt at the line. The free throw drops for Redick. And the Cavaliers. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Pierce comes in for Josh Smith. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Lance Stephenson. And Paul subbed in for J.J. Redick. Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. Griffin is out there with Johnson. And it's Pierce in its small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Paul, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Usually you talk about how tough a player is, and you're always talking about big guys. But Chris Paul is as tough as they come playing that little point guard position.
Yeah, he's a power pack when you look at him. I mean, he's played through a lot of injuries and still has a big-time impact on the game. Most recently in the playoffs, he played through injury to beat the Spurs.
Now here's Freak, guarded by Crawford. Shot clock at 6. Love with a wide-open look. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Lakers put forth a nice effort. He picked up 5 points, and he was a foul magnet, doing a lot of his damage at the free throw line. It was a great contribution from someone who's considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
All right, thanks, Doris. He's got a lot of positives to take away from that game.
He really does. It was one of his better performances, and that's saying something because we've seen this guy have a lot of good ones.
And you'd have to imagine that he'll be out to build on it, to go one better here tonight.
Here's Mozgov. Griffin with the steal. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. He feeds it to Paul. Crawford, no one around him. Offensive rebound, kicks it out to Paul. No good with the wing jumper.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Irving passes to Love. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Ball against Irving. And it's sent back by Irving.
Kom nu! Spil nu den bold!
Here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. On the wing, James. Guarded by Crawford. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Clippers.
A lot of time they've been spending at the foul line so far, guys. They'll take those points all game long if they can get them.
Also, something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Johnson. This gives us a chance to check out some league leaders, the top passing big men since we've entered the season's second half. Fourth, Blake Griffin.
And these are some of the most complete players in our league. I mean, they're not just traditional score and rebound big men. They can beat you with their passing as well.
And their teammates know to always keep moving on the perimeter because the ball will be coming back out to you if you work yourself free. You're looking at some of the masters of the kick-out pass right there. Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting. Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play.
And so it's a close game as we...
Well, I've got kept...
Jeg springer over det her, fordi sådan... Okay. Vi er godt på vej. Ser du vel ud til.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. For the Cavaliers, Anderson Varejau's checked in for Love. And Freak subbed in for Smith. So on the floor for Cleveland, Winston in at shooting guard. Anderson Varejau's out there with LeBron James. Then it's Mozgov. And it's Irving at the 1. Here's Paul. Mozgov with the block. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's LeBron. Back to Irving. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layup. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Well, we know the Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to...
Jeg prøvede bare at stjæle bolden der. Og jeg rørte også bolden før, at ham der
manden. Particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
Crawford drives in. That's good. Crawford's got 6.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
LeBron kicks the Freak. Johnson against James. There's the feed to Freak. LeBron outside. tries from 16, and it's blocked by Jordan. Tries again. And again, LeBron missing.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. I mean, they paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders, but thus far he's proved to be worth it.
There's the lob to the hoop, and the dunk by Jordan.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
And Varejao kicks to LeBron. Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it. The shot by Jordan, no good.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint. And the Mozgov trade, guys, for the Cavs, I think can be viewed as their big turning point in the season. He completely changed the defense of their team. He was that missing piece of the puzzle.
It's Crawford with the drive. Up and in on the layup. Crawford's got 4 points in the quarter.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
For the Clippers, Josh Smith, he's checked in for Jordan. And Stevenson comes in for Johnson. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jamal. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Smith is out there with Jordan. And it's Stevenson in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Paul dishes to Redick. Outside Jordan. Kicks it to Paul. Passes to Smith. From the baseline. It's Mo Williams with the rebound. And here are the Cavaliers now. It's a 14-point game. He kicks to Freak. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Here's Paul. So the Clippers winning this one. He's
Chris, how does
the 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille. Chris Paul. He put his team on his back and carried them as we've seen him do before. And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
Oh my god. Oh my god. My god. Jeg tror, vi tager et par games mere, og så er det det. For det er stream.
Yo, Freak, what's up, baby? What's up? We see you.
Yo. What up?
Basquiat, let's go. Got that R for y'all, that real spit. They call me Basquiat. The Harlem take my pockets full of fat knots, making all the ladies drop. Paint these street corners green. My bank notes look hella scene. Half man, half amazing. Call me Simi out the demigod. Halo crown with the dollar sign. Got them hoping a ghetto saint to a grand design.
Jeg skal ikke se det der. Selvom det var faktisk bare godt lavet det der. Og så jeg var sådan, nå. Ikke, altså. Forstå det. Hvad sker der nu? Jeg tænkte, hvad fuck laver han? Skal han spille Skal han spille? Skal han spille NBA 2K15 eller sådan noget? Fordi det 16 er jo ikke udgivet endnu. Eller har han pre-access? Har han early access til det? Okay, spil nu for fanden da, i stedet for at gå rundt. Hvad laver han? Hvad laver Nathan? Altså, jeg gider ikke engang at se det her chapter. Fordi det er så røvkedeligt, mand.
I never had this feeling with any other woman in my life. And she gave me a different feeling, which was something I fell in love with.
Stop yourself, and I am trying to køre a stream here. I would like to play some more NBA 2K16. Så 40 minutter siden. Mener du category? En ser lige nu. Nå. Det var fandme lækkert. Ja. Hvorfor loader den kun på 99? Det giver mig spades. Okay. Hard. Miami hard.
Tough matchup tonight. We could very well end up facing these guys in the postseason. So it's important to learn what we can and show them we're not about to back down.
Siger ikke også? Hvor han siger
we
bare,
get it done here. It'll give us that much more confidence if we see them again. The stakes are raising every day at this point. So I better man up.
Jeg elsker musik, mand. Den er fandme god.
Cavaliers coming to an Eastern Conference contest in this game. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche Latina in the NBA. An annual tradition celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan.
Hvad skal jeg altså, er det Fortnite, det gamle spil nummer eller sådan noget?
Varejao comes in for Mozgov, and Freak subbed in for Smith. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Freak is out there with Irving, and it's Varejao in at center.
Så bliver det ikke overstream, bare så lige ved det, fordi jeg laver også en
Dang against James.
Her.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, LeBron James long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
Vi også på den stream her. Eller ikke på stream, altså lige efter det her. Okay. Hvis du forstår, hvad jeg mener. Så er det vi siger.
Free throw good, LeBron. Well, Clark, you look at LeBron's career averages right now, around 27, 7 and 7. Hard to argue at this time he's not the best player in the league.
Well, you know, he might not always win the MVP award, Kevin, but that doesn't really matter. I think he's the most feared player in the league, and he proved he can carry a team in last season's NBA Finals. Clearly one of the all-time greats.
And both free throws good for LeBron. 2 summers ago, all anyone could talk about was LeBron James and the return to Cleveland.
Jeg pauser den lige her. Hvad så? Hallo? Det kan godt være, jeg... Nej, hvad fuck? Jeg kan ikke høre dig. Hvordan gør vi det her? Okay, jeg prøver lige at sådan... Hallo? Stum mig... Jeg kan ikke... Nå, okay, 2 sekunder. Jeg tror faktisk... Jeg kan... Prøv lige at sige noget. Hallo? Sådan der, jeg fik lige fikset det. Jeg sidder lige og spiller NBA, jo.
I mean, you couldn't write that stuff, Kevin. I mean, it was unbelievable, the storyline. I mean, after all the acrimony between LeBron and the ownership, as well as the fans. But you know what? He said it best. He truly is back where he belongs.
He's home.
Yes.
He's home. The Heat making a switch here. Anderson's checked in.
And, you know, for LeBron, he knew he had his work cut out for him in Cleveland. A younger team, unseasoned in the playoffs. They had to remake the roster a bit and gain that experience.
Hvor fanden LeBron James? Fanden!
Good work defensively by
Han spiller aldrig bold.
Miami trailing.
Sådan voldirriterende.
Here's Chalmers. To the inside. The kick out to Dang. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
And LeBron and the Cavs, I think they'll have a chance to bring that long-awaited championship to the city of Cleveland. But LeBron's return was bigger than basketball. He said it was about hope and inspiring his home state. And no doubt that was accomplished in his first year.
Six to shoot. Feeds it to Freak. Lets the 3 fly. Shot's good.
3 point. Heller, du skal lige se det der klip det sammen. Jeg mener det klip det sammen.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting.
Prøv at se de 3 point jeg lige fik.
There's the pick. Stoudemire outside.
Skal du bare trykke del med Amdi.
Anderson a screen on Williams.
Nej, det er jeg overvejer også lidt at starte på Twitch.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for James.
Det skal jeg gøre det, så det er klar til jer.
He's been on a heck of a run, averaging about 19 points, 8 assists, and 6 rebounds. And the numbers, while pretty outstanding, I mean, we've now come to expect that from this guy.
Completely in harmony with what his coach is trying to do there. Just a marvelous all-around talent.
Freak kicks to Shumpert. Williams with a clean look, cans the shot with nobody near him.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second-chance buckets.
Chalmers against Williams. Chalmers dishes to Anderson.
Det burde være nemmere for den der, man.
And the refs whistling a kick ball.
Ja. Yes, det okay, det er sådan cirka der 8-9-tiden, og så spiller vi til klokken 12-1 eller sådan noget.
40 seconds left to play in the first. Here's
der, hvor jeg cirka regner med at spille.
Chalmers with the assist.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Williams kicks to Freak. 17-foot shot on the way. The Heat trail by 5. And the wide open shot from Chalmers.
Okay,
Chalmers has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Magic in Orlando.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
The Heat have really been struggling with their free throws, only made 5. More misses than makes so far. He's off on the first. So
oh my god,
making some changes here.
Jeg kan ikke lide sådan bænken. Okay, det gør jeg faktisk heller ikke.
And he's good on the second.
Hvad, var det ikke en aflevering? Kom nu for fanden da. Hvor er LeBron? Han er ikke inde på banen.
A nice first quarter of play.
Og første quarter.
And Cavs head coach David Blatt.
Cool. Sim to end. Jeg orker ikke at spille mere. Hvad blev kampen? Hvad blev kampen? Hvad fanden?
Yeah, send him in.
Cutscene.
Cece.
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you again.
My pleasure.
Freak. Great game last night.
That's what I do, right?
Indeed. Have a seat. Pagnotti.
How you doing?
Thought you'd be selling used cars by now.
Funny, comedian. I thought you would have invested in some new clothes, being a team owner and all. I see you still rocking that Goodwill look.
Freak, what are you hanging around with this guy for? You know he's bad company, right?
Got no choice. He helps me pay the bills. Plus, our mother loves him.
Thank you all for coming by on such short notice. So you know why we're here, right?
Not really.
Silas, du kan også bare se min stream før. Der lavede jeg en stream med Fortnite.
Your client is quickly becoming a liability for this organization.
We've already put a plan in place that's going to address all your concerns and issues.
Let me finish. Thank you. Myself, the front office, and the coaches are not satisfied with the adjustments you've made in your life off the court. I personally warned you about the company you keep, and we're fed up with the late nights and showing up late to shoot-arounds and the bad press and the incident at the nightclub. I told you Vic was going to be your downfall, and I was right. Something has to change now, or we're not going to need your services any longer.
If this is about that Twitter stuff, Vic was playing. Okay, it was a joke.
It's not about that. It's everything.
But like I told you before, Vic is my best friend.
Jeg kan fandme ikke se den cutscene, den var alt for lang tid. Think long, think wrong. Okay.
Yvette, please.
Cece.
Yvette.
Where's Dom?
I had him call you.
Why?
I'm gonna cut right to the chase. My brother is deeply in love with you. And I'm ready to put our differences aside if you are.
Really?
On a string.
I'm with it.
Team Freak.
Team Freak.
Alright, so if you're gonna be down with the team, I gotta show you the dap.
Oh, the dap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, look at this.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, shoot. Swish.
Swish.
Yeah. Again.
Like. Oh.
Oj,
Okay.
jeg skal lige prøve deres håndtryk, og så vælter jeg min lampe.
Okay. Like that.
Cool, right?
Yeah.
Var det, der var ikke noget over det der. Der var sådan ingenting, der gik i møde med det jo. Ja, jeg tror det bliver det. Jeg orker seriøst ikke at streame, jeg har lavet 2 streams allerede nu. Det var kun på grund af, at den ikke gad sådan... Jeg ville lave det i en samlet stream, men så blev det ikke til det.